I'm now going to show you how to create a Pong game using the BBoard as the game controller. For this, the BBoard needs to connect to the Arduino, needs to have power, it needs a 5-volt cable going into B8 and a ground cable going into B9. Doesn't matter what color cable you use, but I'll just use colors of cable that indicate roughly what they do. So the ground goes from B9 to the ground cable of the Arduino, and the B8 on the Arduino connects to the 5-volt connector on the Arduino. So now the BBoard has power. I also want to test things out, so I'm going to connect a red light. The red light is connected to B1 on the BBoard, and I'm going to connect that to the digital port 10 on the Arduino. So port 10, make sure I get it right, connects to B1 on the Arduino, like so. Now I'm going to write a very simple piece of code that when the spacebar is pressed, it sends a signal to digital 10, D10, which then in turn switches on the red light. If it doesn't feel the space bar being pressed, then obviously a signal will be stopped and the light will go out. Okay, here is one I prepared earlier, and let's see if that is all working. So if I press the space bar now, the red light on the Arduino, on the BBoard, the red light on the BBoard switches on and off. It should be said at this point I'm using a VNC connection to a Raspberry Pi, so there is a bit of latency, and so it's not perfect. But this is just for testing. We now know that the Arduino and the BBoard are talking to each other, so that's fine.